foster care systems for my unborn child. I'm not putting my child up for adoption. This week, it's lesbian connection. Why? Who is taking their time to subscribe me to all of this shit? I'm not a lesbian. So I'm not a lesbian. My belief system, not to get political, is kind of like whatever for you. For me, it's like definitely a man, definitely gender roles, traditional. I'm not like, one of those women who thinks that we all have to go back to days on the prairie wearing like long skirts with petticoats and saying yes sir and
Scarlet Lady
treating their husband like he is the be all end all of the household. I agree in having a say so and carrying your own weight, etc. and so forth. However, when it comes to typical domestic duties, I think the mom, me, is the one who spends most of her time with the child, and the father goes out and does whatever, the errands or work. If we're finding ourselves in like a difficult time and I need to break down emotionally, I would expect that my husband would support that and would rub my back and let me cry for a second. And, that if just traditional roles, like I want to feel like he's stronger than me, even if it's not true. And I want him to act like it and make me feel delicate and soft. Traditional kind of gender roles, I'm not like I said, I don't think that women should not have rights. I just believe in traditional gender roles, and I'm not a lesbian. And then Xavier thinks that it's very important that I clarify my opinions on feminism for whatever reason. And I don't even truly know what feminism is. I think that it's subjective and open to interpretation, and there are varying degrees from like a little bit feminist to like very, very hardcore extreme feminism. And I don't think that there's any simple way to define what that term really even means.
Man-hating feminists.
I don't hate men, even though I have been sexually assaulted, which has been linked to a higher correlation of distrust and hatred towards men. I still, for some reason, trust men, ironically. What about law enforcement?
Their involvement in your targeting.
You just asked me about feminism. And also just in general about trust. We were talking about this earlier. If there's anyone who should be distrustful of everyone, it would be me. Like, low-key, my mother left me in a foreign country when I was 14 years old after telling me she was taking me on a week-long birthday trip to Jamaica. Literally, while we're up in the air, tells me I'm not coming home, leaves me there for almost a full year, 11 months and some days. And I still came home and wanted nothing more than a relationship with her, and have always been very forgiving, trustworthy, and empathetic in general when meeting people. So it's really weird because history would tell a different story, that I should be very distrustful, guarded. I am actually the complete opposite, which is why I always have to have my bodyguard here with me just to help me out with things.